Riccio's new room. It's going to be a fun night. My next guest, Jimmy Riccio, if you're familiar with New York racing, you're familiar with a man who's been winning races as an owner here for 34 years, 33 years. Is that true?
I guess I started when I was 3.
83, is that right? When you first became an owner?
82.
82?
Yeah.
Tell us the story of buying your first horse, or not.
Well, not my first horse that I bought, my first claim. I had just bought a house, I was married, I had my son Jimmy, who's now a jocks agent for Jose Ortiz. I'll give a plug for him there, because I know if not, he'll kill me. So, yeah, he's tired. And both Irad and Jose are great. But anyway, so I buy a little house, and the interest rates go down, and I go to my friend at the bank, and Bayonne's a small town. I say, you got to renegotiate and give me the good rate, because you're gonna have to pay the points. I go, I can't pay the points. I can't do it. I can get the money personally, which I do, and a couple of months later, an equity line of credit comes out, so I, apply. I get the loan, and I got a $50,000 loan. I take 35 over to Belmont and claim on it. I like going to kill me, but the horse won. Actually ran it back for 2 or 3 days and ran second. So I said, look at this, we're making money already. She was like, not really as into it as I was, and ran the horse back and got lucky and made some money, and then just got on a roll with Pete Ferrioli. He was unbelievable.
Pete was your first trainer?
Yeah, I would say so. I had Louis Barrera for one horse, but it was a partnership deal. Me and 3 other guys in Bayonne each had a leg, and I started claiming, and Pete really got hot, and I got hot. I was like, I didn't get right into it. I used to play fantasy horse owner. I was like, I'm pretty good at this stuff. You know what I mean? I don't make it. Now, you got to be lucky. I was very lucky.
So, is that where you be a horse player, and that's what sort of led you to buy horses?
My brother took me to the track probably when I was 12. I went to Belmont, and I was like, yeah, let's forget about school. I like the clothes, do you know what I mean? I had the racing farm. I used to take a bus and a train and go to Aqueduct, have like $30 in my pocket, play hooky, bet some horses, and have a lot of fun.
So you did it well. How'd you meet Pete Ferrioli?
My brother had a horse called Fingers in the Till and needed a trainer. So I went over and talked to him. And his dad worked in the shop right in Bayonne, so it was a small town. He knew me. Yeah, you could take the horse. And then I started climbing with him.
And so you guys had, he was a leading trainer, one of the leading trainers in New York for a lot of years, right?
Yeah.
And you were the most successful owner I feel like he had. I knew your name right away. You guys won a lot of races together.
Yeah, I was like, really? I was like, Guardian Angel was on my shoulder, and I was like, I could do no wrong. It was like bang, 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 good claim, good claim, good claim. And don't get me wrong. You suffered a lot of pain in this game, too. It's not easy. Claiming, but no, Pete was unbelievable. He was the first guy that ever, I think, was using turn downs. And
they were kind of shoes.
Yeah, you turned them down behind, and the horses, whatever. I didn't care. I was a handicapper. I just looked at the form back at that time, and then later on went to Ragusan sheets. But we just started playing the horses, and he was moving everything up. We used to call him Juice. But he was a good horseman.
He won a lot of races. Who were some of the best early claims that you made?
Majestic Empire. Fugi, We Star, I won a couple of stakes with, or won one stake with, Argyle Lake, and a lot of just hard knocking claimers.
Now, did you have partners on a lot of these, or did you pretty
No,
on your own?
no, it was just mainly me, and then I made friends with Vincent Scuderi, and we would go partners, but not just because, we both like the same kind of horses. We take them and just go that way.
You're one of you and Vince Scuderi and Michael Duck have been around for a long time. There aren't that many claiming owners that have lasted as long as you have in the game, at least in New York.
Yeah, I went to Monmouth for a while too, but I would say, yeah, I've been pretty lucky, and it's been a lot of fun. It's crazy. I'm kind of winding down now because of my son. Not because of him, but I can just root for Jose. I don't need to own horses anymore.
You don't need, so you're taking a break, or you're claiming you're not going to be an owner anymore. I don't believe it.
You know, there could be one tomorrow. You could say, then I'll claim it. You know what I mean? So we never know. But right now, I'm going to take a little break. Do a little fishing down in Key West, that kind of stuff.
I don't buy this.
And drinking too. Like, you know, everybody that's involved in racing got to be a tick off to me a little bit. So, you know, I'll probably be back, you know, but not like I used to be. I think just more for fun.
Jimmy owned one of a very popular horse that ran in Saratoga not that long ago, and we're actually have to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Willie Beeman. I imagine a lot of people remember Willie Beeman. We come back with owner Jimmy Riccio. We appreciate him coming down. We want to thank, of course, all of you for coming and joining us. Steve Asmussen as well as the crew. When we left, I brought up one of your most notable recent horses. You owned Willie Beeman, who in the space of 3 days won the Albany Handicap for the New York Breds, and then he came back and won the Grade 1 King's Bishop.
Yes, it did. That was unbelievable. Rick Dutro was claiming training him, and he wanted to run him back in the Travers, and I just kind of thought the mile and a quarter was a little too much. Looked at the 7/8 race, and Rick was always good wheeling him right back, and bang, there you go. You talk about fun. That's why everybody in the room, you know, partner up. Get a horse, get in the game, you know what I mean? There's nothing like it. Yeah, exactly. Get some horses, have some fun.
Winning the Grade 1 of Travers Day must be, that got to be your career, isn't it?
Yeah, I probably want to go out and drink for 3 days, but then I just can't handle it. You know? But it was unbelievable. I was like, my 60 seconds of fame, and now I'm getting another couple of minutes here, and then I'm gonna
say about that. This is Andy on that. If you really hit bottom, you better start playing this.
I have one horse in Finger Lakes. I got one on the farm and 2 babies with Steely Face Stables. That's it.
So, I mean, as far as me, how is it that the game has changed from, you think of how it has evolved the game, but it's changed dramatically now, but you had to change along with the game over the last 30 plus years. I mean, it's changed, I'm sure, during different times during your ownership career.
I really think that it's changed recently, more recently. You know, when the Raggington sheets came out, there weren't a lot of people using them. Actually, it was, you know, people were making fun of me when they saw me walking around Aqueduct with the headphones on, listening to the seminars about the sheets and how to read them. But to me, they really work, and now everybody's on them. So everybody's on the same horses. You know, you have to look for another angle.
And what is the angle? Are there any angles?
Fishing.
You're not going fishing.
I'm probably going to just look out of town because there's too many people that my son rides for and Jose ride for, and it's not right for me to claim their horses and make them look silly. You know what I mean?
Don't want to hurt that business. It's going so well for him.
Oh, he's doing great. Now, maybe buy a couple of horses at a sale or something like that. But just it's different now.
Finding a horse in the past that you claimed, that you saw, I mean, Willie Beeman, you claimed for $25,000 and ultimately winning the stake. That has to be very satisfying beyond, obviously, just the win itself.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially like I said before, when I like school closed. You know, it's your right. Like, you know, I was right somewhere. I could figure something out. It was. It's a lot of fun. To me, there's a thrill that you get. I won a race on Monday, a 12.5 claim where I plunged from 25, then ran in the starter allowance, and then went to 12.5. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. If I don't win that race, they should just roll me up and throw me out.
But the time before,
sometimes we're all idiots, you know?
If we weren't idiots, we would never have a chance to feel smart.
Exactly. I don't know, I'm a little off topic here.
That doesn't really, we don't have any topics here. How about horse play? Are you still a horse player?
I play casually. I play, 20s and 40s, and when I really like something, I'll bet a couple $100 on it. But you can't beat them. You gotta have fun. You know, I'm not a good gambler. I would buy horses. To me, I had an eye to buy a horse. I didn't know which day they were going to win, but I liked them. It was like the stock market to me. I took a horse for 25, and if I was no good, I'd drop down. You know.
So getting in and out when knowing when to get out.
When you like them, you try to keep them and you protect them, and when you don't, you plunge.
And what's the most, during your career as an owner, what's the highest number of horses you owned at one time, including even partnerships with Steely Face?
When I was with Steely Face, I didn't have any personally most of that time. But probably 20, 25 with Ferriola.
It's a lot.
There was a lot of horses, a lot, you know, it was a bill of making, you know, you got to win. You know, it's like, you know, that bill comes and it's up to $10,000. You got to put them where they belong. So, you know, that's half the game. You know, you can't buy a horse and, you know, you buy it for 25 and now all of a sudden it's worth 40 because you own it. You know, you have to be a realist and say, you know, run them where they belong. You know.
That's obviously one of the keys to success, is being able to run your horses where they belong. But when did you first come to Saratoga? Did you come as a horse player or as a horse owner?
As a horse owner.
And when did you first win a race here? Right away?
I tell you the truth, I don't really know because, you know, you get like so many years went by and I'm not one for dates and stuff like that, but it's just, you go day to day. Somebody used to ask, who's your favorite horse? I would say whoever won last.
It's very sentimental.
Yeah, exactly. It's a business. Like, I didn't belong in the business the way I, you know, for playing with other men and women that have huge businesses and stuff like that. I have a school bus company in Jersey City, and you know, it paid the bills, but I didn't really belong in the sport of kings. You know, now that's changed a lot, partnerships and things, you know, and such. But I never really looked at it like that. I just went day by day and had fun.
And you never bought horses in sales at all, really?
One or two, I started there.
Well, it's not exactly a value play.
No, not at all.
It's more of an ego play than a value play.
Yeah.
So,
bought a couple of like in the 40s and 50s down to Hollywood.
so what do you see? You see yourself going down to Mid-Atlantic and claiming some horse again? Because you're not leaving, right?
Probably not.
Because I'm nice to you and you don't want to leave, right?
Andy has said so many nice things about me, and you know exactly. Thinking back, I probably can't.
Well, it's remarkable to me that somebody like you has been able to be successful as a claiming owner as long as you have, because the game has changed so much over the period of time, and you can't be successful by not changing along with it moving forward. You're always being a step ahead.
Well, but there's no hop like the drop. So when you have a horse and you drop, you're going to win.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Well, it's okay. You know, but that's when you're going to win. So you drop. You can't be afraid. You know, you got to get the elevator and it's got to go to the bottom of the floor. When it got to go, it's got to go. You have to earn it.
Jimmy, thanks a lot for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. James, we'll come right back. Foundation.